Today on the Dungeon of Sin, we will talk about something of great importance. Today we are exposing the truth behind illegal seafood markets. You probably had no idea that there was an illegal seafood market, but they exist, just like my inflamed pee-pee warts. So let's get it on with a hermaphrodite. Or, the video. Yeah, and discuss why illegal seafood markets exist and how they stay hidden, just like my toxic semen, and profitable like my trafficking operation. First, let's talk about where these illegal seafood markets pop up. Sometimes I pretend my erectile dysfunction doesn't exist. That way I can have something of my own pop-up. Anyway, in most cases these markets show up in dark alleys where coat hanger abortions take place. Really messed up. Sodomy happens in the same place too, but I'm not allowed to talk about where I live. Sometimes you can even purchase the aborted fetuses to use in your own culinary delights. These markets always carry high-end seafood at low-end prices, just like the used panties you use instead of being a functioning member of society. The problem with that is the way that their seafood is acquired. The lobsters, crabs and other sea life are not checked for quality, sickness or diseases. This in turn can cause serious health risks to the public, especially if pervert Pete makes contact with the sea life before the restaurants can pick their order. Not to mention that it's highly illegal to operate without proper licensing, and it's not recommended to function under the influence of China White. It was highly illegal for Jim Jones to introduce his followers to life-ending drinks, but he absolutely did that shit. I could tell you what Albert Fish did as well, but it's not really within good taste. Who am I kidding though? This entire channel pretty much functions on bad taste. The sexual partners your dad has kinky, sexy times with are an exercise in bad taste as well. So how do these illegal seafood markets stay hidden? The answer to that question lies within research I'm not willing to do. Instead, I'm going to completely make up reasons as to how they stay hidden, so shut your noise hole up because I'm very important. Like a dad or a boss or something. Moving forward, one way these markets stay hidden is by advertising their location just 30 minutes before the market opens for business. This also happens to be the same tactic your mom uses with her fornication partners. Her vertical queef cave is almost unrecognizable due to years of abuse. Okay, sorry, moving on. Another genius way these illegal markets stay hidden is by functioning in abandoned buildings, warehouses, dark, ominous-looking back alleys, and abandoned hospitals. Due to the creepy nature of these selected locations, most authority figures that would be interested in said markets steer clear because they don't want to get possessed by a gay demon or a trans spirit. I've never met a trans spirit, but I have met a very spirited trans man. We spent 3 weeks together in a hotel room located in the super-duper homo area of a small town in Oklahoma. Oh, what grand days we had lying on our backs, opening our hungry mouths and eagerly awaiting the erotic ball bag of gay... Sorry, I got distracted for a sec. The last way these places avoid discovery is by draping them in the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. Now listen, I know that sounds absolutely batshit, but I assure you the invisibility cloak is a real thing. My friend used it to install hidden cameras in the female bathrooms at his place of employment. I've heard that's how the Weinsteins got away with essaying celebrities for so long. Then someone stole it, and that's when the Me Too movement became a thing. So that means there is a link between illegal seafood markets and what the Weinsteins did to Hollywood actresses. Meaning that people got taken advantage of, and great films got made because every entertainer gives a better performance when they are hiding dark secrets. It doesn't matter if you believe me or not, because Big Brother is watching you, and eventually they will harvest all of us. We will be used as pocket vaginas. Big Brother will surgically insert parasites that live off of fear and have the ability to impregnate us with creatures that look like my vomit after a week-long fentanyl bender. I have many friends in the military and they tell me these things. None of them are patients in an insane asylum. If you try to spread this information, saying that my contacts are just patients in an insane asylum, then I'll find a way to do strange things to your family when you're not watching. I have ways to make people feel awkward. For instance, I like to stare at my neighbour as she's laying out catching some sun. I stare at her until she begins to feel awkward. Then she will proceed indoors. Once inside, she contacts the police and informs them of my activity. I'm known as a threat to newlyweds, white couples, traditional nachos, and the Dewey Decimal System. It's important to know these things because later down the line I will probably need somebody to remind me of things I forget. That's because fentanyl doesn't really mesh well with trying to live a normal life. The last thing about these illegal seafood markets is they are extremely sexual. Or, profitable. The way they stay profitable is completely unknown, so this part of the video will be short. I'm doing that mainly because I want to watch American Idol while wearing the homemade woman skin suit I made from exhuming recently deceased corpses. Ed Gein did the same thing, but he was crazy, and I'm completely sane. I mean, crazy people don't hide their crimes. Well, anyways, American Idol is coming on in about 5 minutes, so I'm ending the video now so I can go. In conclusion, like this video, just like the way I enjoyed bottoming in front of everyone at your grandparents' funeral. Remember how the coffin fell, exposing his, how do I say this? His meat stick. Subscribe to my channel so that I can eventually grow my testicles to the size of seedless watermelons. I wish to spread my seeds of insanity all across the interwebs like a retarded spider weaving its web like it's suffering from Parkinson's. Share my channel and videos everywhere you can on social media because I deserve it. You deserve to know the secrets of Aztec lovemaking and proper jelking techniques. Once you have learned proper techniques, you can learn to grow your meat tube longer than your father's. Don't lie, you know you follow the teachings of Freud. Family is not on the menu when it comes to dating, George. Freud was a weirdo with a hard-on for his mum. I'm a weirdo because I mentioned it in this video and put it at the end, so it's the last thing you hear. This will drive you insane, I promise. If you don't go crazy, then I guess I'll have to find other ways to psychologically suggest things through backmasking. If you don't know what backmasking is, Google it and learn something.